Right. So, welcome everybody to I suppose the second recorded episode of this game. Anyone hearing this, you're either people in this game currently, people who missed, or some random fucker that somehow found this game. If you are the latter, then what the fuck are you doing here? Other than that, welcome. Unless anyone has any comments or questions before we start, I'm going to do a bit of a recap because one of our players wasn't here last week, and then we'll hop right back into game. Okie dokie. So, last session, our party continued their investigation of a ship that had popped out from one of the malls. There was no registration dating back for about 100 years on this ship, and any attempts to try and hail it had failed. So, the denizens of the mall, the ambioids, have elected to hire private individuals, mercenaries, pirates, not really pirates, but mercenaries and other sort of individuals to go in and investigate what is happening with this ship. Requesting that the individuals make their way to the helm of the ship to download the ship's logs, crew information, history, and as well as pretty much all the information that they would need to identify and properly categorize the ship. The party setting out to just earn a bit of money before exploring the mall agreed to do this, making their way towards this ship and attaching themselves to it. At the time, one of their crewmates was not feeling necessarily too well, Marshall, so he elected to stay behind. The rest of the crew decided to make their way into the ship proper, entering through the auxiliary cargo bay and doing some exploration. Cracking open some crates and containers, they identified what looks like incredibly outdated medical equipment, like from some past generations, as well as medicine that, if the dates were to be believed, would be like violently out of date. But examining them closer, they appear to be in perfect condition and could be used without any side effect. After a bit more investigation, they also found a twisted and mangled human body. There were no signs of like cause of death, but the body was horribly twisted. Limbs were twisted and stretched. Flesh, in some cases, had like tightened against it, and other places it had loosened. It was a strange sight to behold. After searching the body, they found a very old datapad where they were able to view a couple audio recordings. Many of them were corrupted, but going through them, the party were able to learn a few things. One, that this ship was an aid ship sent to a newly discovered planet to offer, medical and technological and personnel aid. The medical officer that they had found it on was also complaining about an odd smell that was going through the vents. She had complained to the maintenance, and the maintenance were doing, at least what they said, their best to try and figure this out. Later on, going deeper into the ship, past the cargo bay, into what seems to be a large corridor, they began to investigate further, finding what seems to be a store of highly corrosive chemicals, a storeroom, as well as what seems to be a locker room. Going into the locker room, they found a locker what seems to have belonged to the head of maintenance. Audio recordings from his datapad, many of them were corrupted as well, but some of them indicated that there seemed to be nothing wrong mechanically with the filters. So he elected to actually go in there to see if there was something clogging up there, maybe a dead pest or something of the such. However, it seemed like he never returned. Our adventurous Plav elected to go through the vents where he had found the head mechanic's body in a similar state of twisted death. But he was able to come back with a old-looking sort of device that seemed to test materials. And inside this device was a small vial containing what looks like a little lump of flesh. However, the device was out of power, so they were not able to charge it. Attempts were made to try and jury-rig a way to power it up, but that failed. They elected to fix it later and continued heading through the ship. Making their way into the final room in this corridor they had not explored, into what seemed to have been a decontamination chamber, shower room. Making their way into the shower room, the ship sort of turned, or in a burst of energy, the ship turned on, and a voice over an intercom declared that contaminants detected, and the doors to the decontamination room had locked shut. In this room with the party was a horribly mutated and twisted together amalgamation of flesh. I will get the token for Jay so you can have a look at it, because you never got to see this horrible thing. There you go, Jay.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's upsetting.
Yes. The creature, not appearing to have a mouth, appeared to be hostile. Or not, sorry, not hostile, seemed to be, well, not hostile and just aware of the party's presence. When attempts were made to communicate with it, it approached the party, and attempts to touch the creature caused a strange phenomena. The creature was covered in this strange static, and touching it, and after a failed save, would cause you to disappear from this plane. Over the course of this encounter, with Ratcatcher stabbing the creature, sending it into a flurry, more people were sent into, well, wherever they were sent. And it was only after Dice's successful communications to calm it down that the creature became at ease. Eventually, though, all of the party, except Maverick, were sent away. After touching, they just poofed out of existence. However, when Maverick touched the creature, he felt a almost a burning sensation in the back of his neck, and he passed out. For the party that were sent away, they seem to have been sent back in time, or at least sent into a plane that mimicked the past. The party then bore witness to a loop of events, whereby 4 individuals seem to have been decontaminating in this room, whereby the ship seemed to have been suddenly and without warning jumped into the void. After that, the 4 individuals came together to see what was going on, and it was at this point that a wave of energy struck the ship, and this is when all 4 of these individuals began to fuse and melt together, creating this abomination. It then seems like they were trapped in time and only just awoke when the party had got onto the ship. After seeing this loop for about 10 times, and at least in this plane spending about 6 hours there, the loop was abruptly ended, and it seemed like the creature had killed itself by removing its large bulbous eye. Before it was properly gone, it left what seemed to have been a anomaly shade, where it asked the party to find out what happened and to help. After giving this anomaly the party's final regards, it disappeared, and the contaminant had gone, and the room was then opened up to the party again. After that, the party discussed information that they had gathered and was trying to figure out what happened. Also rushing over to Maverick, who had passed out. In this passed out state, Maverick seemed to have unlocked certain memories that he had either blocked out from his mind subconsciously or were purposefully blocked out for him. He remembered individuals over his body. He apparently didn't actually die in the firefight that he was in when he was attacking the bandits that were assaulting his cargo that he was transporting. And in fact, he was alive up until the point a mysterious figure had offered to save his life using experimental augments, as well as a doctor who was hesitant but didn't want Maverick's blood on his hands, so agreed. He was only able to get sort of the lower body of this suited individual, but he did hear, before he properly passed out, the name of the Lazarus Corporation, a name that Ratcatcher is familiar with. She didn't let on too much, but she said that the Lazarus Corporation is involved with a lot of dirty, underhanded practices, including sort of indebted labor, human or elven experimentation, and biological augmentation. The Lazarus Corporation, then the party had began to think about it and comb their memories for what they know about it, is a company that specializes in sort of biological grafts. So if you lose an arm, they can make one for you. Or if you wanted a set of wings, they can graft a set onto you. They also specialize in medicine and pharmaceuticals. After that, the party, took that in for a second and then went back into the corridor to continue their journey through the ship. Making their way to Thank you. Making their way to what seemed to be the large door at the end of the corridor leading to the rest of the ship. Dice had interfaced with its sort of control panel to gather some information on this ship, able to tap into a few cameras of the ship, specifically going down the route they need to get to the helm. She saw 3 rooms. 1, a corridor leading to what seemed to be a residential or a crew sort of housing area. 2, the canteen. And 3, a room that had no name and seemed to have been glitching out. The only thing that was able to perceive from that room was very corrupted audio. But the party was not able to identify what was going on behind the sort of corrupted audio sounds. Dice had also deciphered that the route that they would need to take to get to the helm would be to head through the crew quarters, then into the canteen, and then from the canteen into the helm itself. So, party. Before we get back to our crew proper, I'm going to go slightly back in time. Back to our friend and companion, Marshall. Marshall.
Hello.
You have been on this ship now for maybe about an hour. You know that the rest of your friends, they're on the ship now. You weren't necessarily feeling too good when you'd gotten close to this ship. You began to get almost this kind of like staticky, almost headache, and it was just bothering you quite heavily. But it seems like the longer that you stay here, the more the headache begins to ease up. And you're kind of just like, okay, it's getting better. And you get up to walk towards the bridge of the ship to sort of look over it. And as you're sort of looking over this ship, and as your eyes begin to kind of just, dart from different section to section, you feel that headache kind of come back again, but it's getting worse and worse and worse until it is just it's crippling. You grab the sides of your head and you even fall to the ground, sort of curl up in a fetal position as your brain is just static. All you hear is that whirring sort of sound from like a broken monitor. And something, the best way to describe it, almost breaks, but not in the way that you go insane, but like something that was blocked off to you is freed, and in that moment, the whirring and the constant staticky headache, it goes away, and your mind feels so clear and unrestricted in a way you didn't know that it was restricted, and you remember something. Private talk, please.
Nice. Back for 2 minutes.
Mhm.
So,
Oh.
what's
By the way,
up? Yo,
do you mute the recording thing when they do that?
no.
Or is it still recording with us?
It's still recording. I'll mute us when we're on break.
I see, I see.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is live. Hello, people.
I guess I can actually post this one just plain because God is the one who prefers I have it posted uh privately. So, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like.
Hmm.
Whether you need a link to view this or not.
Yeah.
We'll see how I
Though you
feel.
did just alter.
Yeah, but God knows. We just talked about it. What are you talking about? The
That is
whole
true.
reason why I'm doing that.
That is true.
I'm accommodating Agata for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how fucked are we, do you think?
We have 3 Smashy Boys and 1 Mage Bard person.
What do you mean mage
Uh,
bard person?
I didn't know what to call Lights.
She's just a bard. She's a smart bard. A smart.
A smart person.
Yeah, she's a smart person, Use her title.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So you smart people, and then we bonk people.
You bonk people. The others blast people.
Blast. 2 blasters,
Blasts.
1 bonker, 1 smarter.
Stabber too, who's just around, who I'll probably end up playing for this session. God, I'll probably end up playing Rat.
Yeah.
I
Rat
won't let
just
them die.
rolled 3 nat 20s on her stealth checks.
Yeah, I'll play them, but I promise I won't let them die. If things get too hot, I will just make them leave so I don't have their blood on my hands. That's a promise.
Hmm.
I think Rat's not above running away. I think that's very in Rat's
No.
wheelhouse.
Very true.
Yeah. I'm sorry, can you
Ratkachar.
hear the person who's like mowing outside? Do I need to close my window?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool. Just checking because it's very loud for me. Kinda. I have this stupid plot on my Animal Crossing Villagers Island that's been open for far too long and it's pissing me off.
Hmm.
'Cause I can't find any good villagers to move in, and no
Hmm.
one's moving in anyways, even though it's been open for like 5 days. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just the universe is telling me to go just suck it up and have a villager, but I refuse. I have a list,
No.
and if they're not on that list, they're not invited.
Look,
Hmm.
if there's a game like Animal Crossing where the characters just fucking swears a lot, I would play.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, like an adult version of like Animal Crossing. Like you got neighbors who are just like, just go fuck yourselves.
Mhm.
Or neighbors that sells drugs,
That'd be
right?
funny.
Like
Current
that would be so fucking fun.
Currently as it stands in my realm of Animal Crossing, this one plot is open and it's not closing. Also, I made a I have a huge spreadsheet of information about my island, past and present, and currently on there is a wanted list of I went through every single villager in the game and put on a list the ones I want. So if you're not on the list, you can't get in. That's all I'm saying. And the game, I think, is getting fed up with me because they keep sending me the same villagers over and over again to see if I want them, and I do not want them. And to the point where they literally showed me the same villager who left my island to open up this plot. They're like, "Do you just want the one you had back? Like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "No, I don't want them back. I want new ones."
They haven't had enough of your shit.
I know, right? They're so mean.
You've returned.
Back to business.
Yeah, business time.
As you are at that data pad and going through the cameras and checking access, you sort of look to the door that you have like right in front of you, and you immediately, because you're trying to go forward, you try to open it, and it kind of slightly opens, but not all the way. It seems like there's something blocking it, so the door is not opening properly.
Okay.
And as you sort of notice this, you begin to hear footsteps from the cargo bay.
We left Marshall in the cargo bay, right? Right?
On the actual ship is what you left me.
But in the it was parked in the cargo bay, right?
It was you parked the ship outside of the
Oh.
ship, and then using your life suit, you floated in.
Through the cargo bay? Okay.
The cargo bay didn't have like a physical door keeping it closed. It was like a force field.
Ah! So someone's just walking on. We hear footsteps on a ghost ship.
Yeah, you hear footsteps coming from behind you. They kept closer and closer.
Do I have a camera on the hallway behind us? Do I have
No,
a camera
you
view?
don't.
Damn it!
Steps getting closer now.
Dice can't be the only one worried about this. What about the
Yeah,
rest
what's everyone
of
else
you?
doing as you hear the footsteps coming from behind you?
Hide.
Hide?
Okay.
Where are you hiding?
Behind the door.
We can't go
It's a
behind the door.
sliding
It's
door.
locked.
Yeah.
No, behind the door, like into this room.
We're not
Like-
in a room. We're in the hallway.
Yeah, there's like an entrance to the hallway, right? Where these footsteps are coming from. They're like a
Right.
lip overhanging it.
No, not really.
Luke, can you pull up just a blank map?
I will show up a blank map and show you what you guys are seeing.
Yeah, just draw some shapes around it.
I
Because
will
we're at the
draw- I
end
will
of one
draw
hallway. The cargo bay's at the other end of the hallway, and there's a bunch of doors in
Mhm.
between that we've been going into, right?
Yes, give
Yeah.
me a second.
That's what I'm almost positive has been going on.
Maybe it's friendly.
I mean, the other thing we met in here was friendly.
Yes.
Maybe? What do we do?
Me and Chester will have a look.
I think we should just wait here
Okay.
and let it
This
come
is
to
sort of what
us.
this is what you're sort of looking at.
Yeah.
So the party, I'll grab a croc dog. The party's here where the croc dog is, and you hear the footsteps coming from the cargo bay, which is at the end of the hallway down here. Each one of these doors is one of the previous rooms you've been in.
Yeah.
This door here, this was the like store, like the random storeroom. Sorry, this one was the storeroom where you found the acid. This one is where you had found the decontamination room.
Yeah.
This is where you had found just a random sort of broom cupboard, and then this is when you found where all the lockers were.
I'm gonna assume the hallway. This is like a shortened scale of the hallway. I'm just gonna assume because we weren't that close to everything originally, and they were more spread apart. But yeah.
Yeah, each door was about 60 feet from each other in terms of length-wise.
Not 40.
So longer.
Yeah, it's just this scaled up. So we're at one end, the footsteps are coming from the other end, and there's just a force field blocking off the cargo bay.
No, the cargo bay had
outside,
like the main
yeah.
entrance that you went in through. The normal cargo bay door into the actual place is a normal like door.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
It's a sliding door.
Like no lights on are there. So,
No lights. It is
so we
completely
can't
dark.
see the other end of the hallway.
It's only the emergency lighting, which is very dim red, but you can only see about 20 feet in front of you with that kind of light.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one of us who had dark vision is currently not here. Yeah. So, this is concerning to hear footsteps. Okay, Plot, how much you want to bet that they're nice?
Yes.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Step.
Oh,
Step.
no. They're not
I
responding.
go and open the door for them.
No, the door's already
Step.
open. They're walking.
Step.
Oh.
They're walking
Step.
towards us slowly. We'll just let them walk towards us slowly. I don't think we
Yes.
have nowhere to run to.
So, as you begin to hear the stepping, Marshall, you appear out from the darkness and you're in the room again.
Figure.
Hey.
Why didn't you
Hello.
respond when we called to you?
You can see that Marshall is like visibly shaken.
Okay. All right.
He's
Yeah,
friendly.
I am friendly to you guys, yes. No, I have a real bad headache, and I feel like we need to get out of here pretty soon.
Okay. We haven't finished anything.
Yeah, there's just this general vibe that if we stay here long, I feel like something bad's gonna happen.
I mean, that's fair.
It already has.
Well, yeah, that too.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
Step.
Wait a minute.
Hold on a second.
Hey,
Brain?
what have you guys
You
found on this?
hear behind you.
A giant flesh monster?
Step.
Behind
Step.
us? Hold on. We would
Step.
be facing
Step.
the cargo bay entrance. Sorry, actually.
Oh yeah, you be it's from the cargo bay. You hear the stepping.
Oh, it's
but
from the cargo bay, so
also-
that's where we're facing.
Above you,
Oh.
you can hear what sounds like crawling.
Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
thinking of both my computers.
Okay, that's not good. What do we do? What do we do?
Giant
The
fish
sound,
monster?
the sound of a humanoid crawling through a metal vent, like
Mm.
Plav earlier, but more clumsy. Plav has mastered the art of crawling through
Plav,
vents.
can you break this door?
Did we
Yes.
kill the flesh monster earlier?
Yeah.
Are we killing?
No,
Plav,
we didn't kill
bang.
the flesh monster. The flesh
Yeah.
monster killed itself.
Yeah,
What the
Plav.
fuck?
Yes.
Plav, break the door.
Your demolitioner. Roll strength with proficiency, and your demolition is. I think you have advantage with this, don't you? Just breaking metal stuff.
Not advantage, but a plus 10.
Oh, plus 10. Jesus, yeah. So roll that.
Go.
So roll
Okay. So that's let's see. Proficiency with athletics would be. Let's
so
see.
with
Uh,
plus 10.
and it's plus 10, so it's 19, 22.
22. Okie dokie.
Yep, that's a nat 3.
Yeah. So with Chester in hand, you get like a bit of leverage from what the door had already opened, and then using Chester, you can see the muscles on the end of your hammer begin to like tighten up as they seem to extend their jaw to try and help you open this door. You wrench it forward. Your insectoid muscles are bulging underneath your exoskeleton, and door opens, and you can see what seemed to have been the thing stopping the door from opening. It looks like several bodies
Mhm.
had like congealed it onto the door, stopping the mechanisms from properly opening. But with Plav's Herculean effort, you're able to get to the door.
Okay. Let's go. Run
So-
down the hallway.
Let's go.
Plav, you do realize you could shut the door behind you.
Plav, please.
Okay.
Thank
Shuts
you.
the door.
Yeah. So
Thank
again,
you.
using the flesh or using Chester, you're able to slam the door shut. And unless whatever was behind you has the same Herculean like strength you do, that they're not getting through.
Marshall doesn't know anything that's happened, right?
No.
No.
Mans was out. Okay. So yeah, what the fuck is going on? Why are there
We
just
found
bodies
friend.
glued?
Okay, here's what the deal is. So, we came into the ship. Ship is weirdly haunted, and it's way older than we thought it would be. and it seems to have been stuck in the void in like a time paradoxy situation. And so the creatures in here aren't dead, but they're not alive either. They've just been stuck and have been created by radiation from the void or something into these congealed monsters of mass who don't necessarily want to hurt us, but they do want to just solve the mystery. So we're having to go to vent number 2 to go solve the mystery, and then we have to go to the bridge to go get the stuff so that we can go to the mall again.
My
Was
God.
Air Filtrator 4.
Okay.
But yeah.
Can we kill? Are we killing?
Not unless they hurt us first.
Alright.
They don't. So far, the only creature we've come in contact with did not have any hostile intent. They just want to know what happened to them.
Okay. Alright.
So they put us
Also,
into a
when-
time paradox to show us.
What?
Yeah, we were in
What?
there for what was for us like 8 hours, but it seemed to only have been about 8 minutes on
Guys,
the outside.
Guys, I'm just gonna roll with it. There are a lot of things on my mind right now. We just gotta.
I don't
get
know
in,
what
get
the
this
fuck
done.
they're talking about.
We just
You
gotta
guys
get.
keep apart. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
So where we have to go is we also have the maps to go there. To solve the mystery for the people on the ship, we have to go figure out what smell was making everybody on the ship go crazy, and it's coming from a very specific vent. And we can go over there. Some sort of smell that was getting complained about, but now is, and then people went crazy after they were around it and smelled it. So we're going that way to go see what's stuck in the vent that would have been creating the smell that was making people go crazy, that somehow in turn made them do a random void jump, and then something else happened, which they're not sure what happened. Something crazy happened, and it all starts with this vent. And it's already on our way to the bridge. So we can just go and take a side corridor. It's a quick stop.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Alright.
Fair?
Fair enough. We need to get out of here.
We're working on it.
ASAP. I know.
I imagine this conversation's happening while we're just running down the hallway.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're going down this hallway. This one seems to still have majority of the power it had. You can see a bright, sort of somewhat shining, but still dusty and grimy hallway. But on the floor beneath you, you can see what looks like fairly fresh blood.
Oh, okay. Take a quick swab of that, throw it in a vial. We'll test that later. This is fine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, just roll me a medicine check, see if you get it without contaminating the sample.
Fair enough. Medicine? What's my medicine? Oh, I'm not bad at medicine. Apparently, I'm pretty bad at medicine. Never mind. That would be in total a 12.
Yeah, you try to get a swab out, but you're fumbling because you don't necessarily want to stop for too long. You get the swab out, you swipe it, that's all dust. Swipe it again, that's not even blood. And then you're like, fuck it, we'll get it later, and then you just run off.
We'll get it on the way out if we're not in immediate danger. This is a fine. Keep running.
Yeah. So going down this corridor, you can see what looks like a selection of signs above a door. And it seems like there are 3 main ways that you can go from here. You can either make your way into what seems to be like an armory.
Nope.
Crew quarters.
Nope.
Or laboratories.
Wait, what? I have the schematics of the ship. Which way is the bridge?
The bridge, you have to take a route through crew quarters.
Okay.
Then canteen, then the helm.
Okay, we're going that way because on the way there was supposed to be the vent that we need to check out anyways.
Yeah. When, like, essentially midway through the crew quarters, you can take essentially like a side path into the infiltration unit.
Okay. That's what we're doing.
Oh, we're level 5 now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
That means I can shoot twice. Nice.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Should we check armory?
No.
You never know what's in there.
We don't have time.
Alright, fair enough.
But if we're not in immediate danger on the way back, we can.
They have a hand cannon, I call it.
Fair enough.
At this point, you can hear a bang against the door behind you.
Okay, keep running to the crew quarters.
Mhm.
Brother,
Whether
do you have a mine anymore?
a what?
Do you have mines?
I have attractor mines, yeah.
Attractor mines? You don't have like trap mines, like boom mines.
No, I've never had boom
Alright.
mine.
Never
Never
had a
mind,
boom
then.
mine.
I do have grenades.
We also have just a bunch of acid, which is fine.
We also have that.
Okay, I didn't know if we could like lay a trap for the thing
Um,
chasing us. We're wandering after.
mm,
Bang!
Alright, let's just keep going.
can I? This is gonna sound really stupid. Can I take like a?
Mhm.
I have like a bottle of ink on me. Can I just spill it on the floor?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'm spilling a bottle on the floor so when we're on our way back, we can see if something even walked through here.
Smart.
Yeah. I'm just gonna dump it out in the hallway, like in a line. Okay, let's go.
Yep, you dump out this ink, so anything that walks past is gonna leave a trail.
Lovely. Okay.
God, is anything wacky happening with me or am I fine?
Your head still hurts, but it seems to be just a residual pain.
Can I give him
Okay.
some ibuprofen?
The only thing you have is hard painkillers that you looted from the medical store.
I
Can
have.
I give him a can of Crash?
Oh god.
Yeah, you got fresh.
I do just have like a med kit, even though I'm not proficient with it. I just took one from a while ago. Would there
No, we
just
can
be
just-
mild painkillers in it?
Oh, yeah, this
Like
I'd say
headache?
that you put some mild
Yeah.
painkillers. Yeah.
I mean, I have a helmet on right now. It's not really plausible.
No, we
Oh,
can
the air,
breathe in
the
here.
air
You don't
in the
need
ship
it.
is breathable.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that
You
there was
did
like the
you did
wacky
learn,
smell.
however, that the air filtrator, which is the one that you're breathing the air of, does seem to have caused people to go insane.
Yeah, I'm not taking my helmet off. Fuck that.
Dice
I'll deal
already
with the
has to
mild-
wear a filter, so she's not like weirded out by this. Well, take the meds anyways. Hand you a bottle of ibuprofen, just in case.
I just put it in my jacket pocket.
Hell
Alright.
yeah. Let's go.
Okay, so you're making your way through the crew quarter, or into the crew quarter, I should say, and the quick bright lights that that previous core offered are immediately gone. It is dark, dingy, and the smell here is rancid.
Can I click on my flashlight?
Mm-hmm. So you click on your flashlight. Even the emergency lighting in this corridor seems to be on the fritz. It is almost pure darkness, only illuminated slightly by a tinge of emergency red. As you're kind of going through there, even though your filters in your life suits are filtering out the most of the stink, the air that you're still breathing still smells rancid. Can I get a constitution check from, or constitution check from everybody?
Would
Yeah.
that include Plaid
You're
with
fine.
his passive?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Constitution.
Do I get a bonus because I'm double masked?
No.
Oh, okay. 14.
14, you're fine.
Okay.
I didn't realize you were an anti-masker guy.
Oh my God.
Dice just can't breathe anyways. This is nothing to her.
So let me know if anyone rolls below an 11.
Oh, I barely made it then.
No.
Oh boy.
Anyone? Maverick, did you roll?
Yeah, I rolled a 19 total.
Maverick old man.
19 total.
Right.
Do you want me to roll for Rat? I think I still have access to their sheet.
Yeah, if you have access to a sheet roll for her.
Yeah, I do because I usually just play Rat when a got's not here. A gots.
Oh, fuck,
They rolled a 13.
So everyone's fine. So the smell, again, even through your filters, is bad. You can only imagine what it smells like without your filters. But you're going through this corridor. As you're going through, almost all the doors seem to be closed, bar a few. And it's mainly through those doors does the smell get even more intense.
Mhm.
As you're sort of walking by, you pass by what seems to be one of these open rooms, and you sort of look inside and you see this.
Mhm.
Three very mutated looking individuals, but still hold their own individuality. They look like corpses.
Are
The
they
flesh
dead?
tight against their bones, eyes shrunken and shriveled, teeth sharpened and jagged, and in some cases jabbing out from their lips and gums. Their limbs and arms, sometimes longer and shorter. On some hands, fingers have fallen off or have remained the same, but have taken on new horrid forms. You can see they are all sitting round this table. Drinks remain there. What looks like synthetic rum, vodka, and what even looks like some vintage bottles of Crash.
Mhm.
And all of them have a bullet wound. Front of forehead, back of skull. All of them look self-inflicted.
Okay.
Looks like that hurt.
Yep. Let's keep going.
In the middle of the table, you do see an old data pad.
Oh.
Can I? I'm tempted to throw something at them. I'm not gonna do that. That's a bad idea.
I mean, pick up a pebble and throw it and see what happens. Like,
Really a pebble. You're in like a metal
Yeah.
corridor.
yeah, there's like gunk
Throw
on
it
the
for
floor.
him.
Look at it.
Yeah,
suppose.
there's gunk, trash, and miscellaneous piece of rubbish. So yeah, you could pick up something like that and chuck it at them.
I do that. I throw it at the one on the right.
On the right, no response from the one on the right.
Cool.
All right, they're all dead. We're fine.
I nod it to
Like
go grab that data pad.
Nose goes.
Yeah.
Cloud
3,
goes.
2, 1.
Or,
Not
oh,
it.
wait.
Not.
I'll do it.
There we
Okay.
go. That's my brother.
Okay.
I'm dead
No.
already. Who cares?
Can I use my action to shoot one of them if they do something wacky?
Yeah.
Okay, if they do something wacky, you shoot them.
Okay.
All right. You walk forward again, even through your filter. The more you walk into this room, the more it is rancid. You're able to keep down the desire to just hurl up your guts. But
Hold
you
on.
walk in here. Mm-hmm.
Isn't he dead? Does he need to breathe and eat?
I don't need to breathe.
Or eat, but he can simulate it thanks to the augments in his body.
Fair enough.
Can I shut those systems down?
Just turn off
You-
smell.
You have another patch. You can just turn off your sense of smell.
Hell yeah.
Boop. Smell. Physically close my nostrils.
Mhm.
It's an on-off switch.
You make your way into this room, and pass over these bottles of rum and vintage Crash. It looks like this is fairly recent. The rum looks like it is still perfectly drinkable. The Crash the same as well. The blood seems to be fresh within what looks like a few days.
How
Mhm.
long has the ship been idle here once it jumped out of the maw?
You know, it's been idle here for just under a week, so about
Okay.
5, 6 days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You go to grab the dab pad.
Yeah.
You go to grab the dab pad, and the body sitting on the left grabs your arm. You see its shrunken eyes sort of almost flash to life again, and gargling and sputtering.
I shoot him.
Foul flesh.
That's some
foul
funky
flesh
shit.
smell speaks up to you, and you can hear it try to speak to you. And Marshall shoots it, destroying its head.
Is it still grabbing onto me like it died, grabbing onto my wrist?
Oh yeah, it's got death grip on you now.
Pull out my antimatter tech.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. So you cut off its arm, and eventually pry its fingers off your wrist.
Yes.
It looks like the bullet wound that he suffered wasn't as accurate as his friends, and whatever mutation that their bodies went under seemed to have kept him alive, just barely.
So it was a mercy kill, you're saying?
Mm-hmm. He was gonna say kill me, but you already got you're way up.
Kill me.
Way ahead of you.
Gets like the first syllable out, head's blown off.
Kill.
Literally was. Mhm. But you are able to then retrieve the data pad. Do you wish to search this room any further?
Can I see like anything else of prominence?
Well, there are 3 pistols on the ground, an unopened bottle of rum, several drawers, and
You really
looks
want
like
us to drink this ghost alcohol?
I'll
Oh,
take
no,
it.
with
I'll
this-
take the bottle of rum with me for analysis, and I'll also grab one of the pistols.
Again, it looks like a vintage repeater. This looks old, functional but old.
I yoink one.
You drink one. You also get one. Okay.
I throw it into my weapon wheel.
So many fucking weapons.
Yeah, but other than that, like maybe quickly open up drawers, and if I see anything in them as I'm quickly opening them, grab it. If not, just leave it.
Could Plav take the hand with him?
The hand.
Want to take the hand? Yeah, we can grab the hand.
And start collecting bits of people.
No. It's for fingerprint.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Hey, can we have Rat watch our backs?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like where we
Just
come
assume
from.
that's what Rat's doing constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rat is going to be your radar system for whatever's behind you.
All right, thank
Hell
you.
yeah. Can I get that data pad, please? And thank you.
Yes, you are able to get the data pad.
Log in. Who is it? What's the name? Who we got? Who's data pad?
Login. This one seems to belong to a man by the name of Vincent Vrack.
Any logs on it?
It seems like the only log that's available is a very recent one, dated only 5 days ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You play?
Once we're in the hallway, yes.
Mm-hmm. You're in the hallway. You play, and it seems to be a video recording rather than just an audio
Oh.
thing.
Lovely.
You sort of place it down. It seems like these 3 individuals, still in what looks like their corpse-like appearance, seem to be drinking around this small table. You can see as they drink, there are still moans of pain and agony. The one on the left seems to be the only one that's capable of speech and gargling out. This is Vincent Rack, part of the security team, part of the ship. Freedom's Grace. We don't know what's happening. We went on a voyage jump, and we came out, and when we were in there, it coughs up like this black ichor onto the ground next to him. Something's horrible happened. We don't know what. We wanted to wait for somebody to help us. It's too much. And then you can see the 2 guys. They're sort of like talk to this. But just for anyone that finds this, be careful. The ship. We're hearing sounds. And we think our friends have gone mad. Good luck to whoever. And may this not happen to you. And after that, you see he grabs a bottle and he necks practically the whole phone. All of them sort of pull up their pistols and bang.
Mm-hmm.
The recording goes on for about another hour before it just automatically stops.
Okay.
So you have Vincent Brack's data pad and Vincent Brack's hand.
Mm-hmm. Let's figure out what's been going on here.
Yeah. Also, to ask your question extra. Yeah. So going through the drawers, there seems to be some what looks like guard uniforms. No actual armor, but just like a figure that a person of security would wear in the ship.
Right.
And then
Not
there's just
it.
like other like loose pieces of clothes, personal effects, like what looks like some kind of like little hollow photo shower, like a deck of playing cards, things like that. Nothing of of interest or value.
Is there an
Hmm.
ID card?
No.
Okay. We have an activation code anyways, so it's fine.
Mhm. Yeah.
Let's get to that vent as quickly as possible. I don't know about you, but I don't really want to be on this ship much longer.
Does it sound like that thing is still like banging on the door?
Oh yeah, it's still banging.
All right, we're gonna have
That's
to
down
figure
the
out.
hallway. Let's go.
Mhm. So you continue down the hallway. As you uh, continue down it, you can hear the sound of the banging get lighter and lighter. And as you pass by, you see more of these doors, most of them locked, but a few of them open, and you see sights of awfulness. The twisted remains of a crew that did not know what was going on. It seems like they were still in like forms of like relaxation. You can see a body that has a book that seems to be almost fused with its chest. You see another body that seemed to have been in the middle of eating something and collapsed onto the table. Eventually, you get to. Well, you would pass like 3/4 of the way down the hallway until this seems to be like a utility door. There's like markations of like authorized staff only, maintenance. Yeah, you figured this is the way to the air filtrator or the air filter.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
You go in there. The door doesn't seem to be locked. It needs a bit of force to be opened, but nothing that necessarily requires a roll. After that, you make your way in, and you see this.
Oh,
A humid, dark corridor lays out in front of you. The smell of decaying, rotting flesh is strong here. Pipes and machinery seem to be in a state of disrepair. Steam and various other fluids seem to be leaking out from a lot of burst pipes. Uh, Down this corridor, uh, the lights seem to be in a constant state of on and off. It seems like the power in this section seems to be iffy.
It's fine. We have flashlights.
Yeah. So you're making your way uh, down this corridor. The pipes and filters uh, bursting and screeching behind you. The sound of the banging against the door gets quieter and quieter as the sounds of machinery replace it. After a certain point, it gets deafening. Until eventually you make your way to a large metal door. Uh, on the sign itself says Air Filtrator 4.
Mhm. Okay. Is the door locked, or can we just open it?
The door does seem like you need a maintenance key.
Clav.
hi fix. Or what kind of maintenance key? Like a key, like a card, or
A code.
It seems like you need like a code.
Oh, can I just put in that code that I got before?
Mhm.
The like
What was the
override,
code?
whatever. I have it written down. That was my question to an access code to like all the doors was what I'd asked for. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't know where it is.
You did write it down.
I did.
I
It's
noticed.
somewhere. 7381.
There you go. You put that in, and the door shing, slides open.
How dare you make me remember a 4-digit number from a week ago?
I was just checking if you had actively put it down. I'm glad you did.
I did. I also have written on the same notes 4 people, Jonesy.
Yeah. So, as the door slides open, all of you bear witness to a awful sight. What seems to be the main cylindrical air filter that seems to be constantly whirring around, filtering out impurities, seems to have been taken over by a large, meaty growth that pulsates regularly like the beating of a heart. Just ba-dum, ba-dum. The flesh attaches itself to the walls of this room, keeping it stable on top of this air filtrator. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Even with your filtrators in your mask, you can feel like something is trying to pierce it and get into your lungs. It seems like they're holding out for now, but you know better than to stay here for too long.
You got that acid, right?
Yeah.
Right before we leave, can you toss it onto that thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do that and then get to the helm.
Okay.
So you want to toss it now?
I want us
Look.
to everyone be out of the room essentially, and right before we shut the door,
Okay.
toss that.
Hey, Maverick, Marshall. Can I get a wisdom save from you, Maverick, and a constitution save from you, Marshall?
You said a con save?
Your head is whirring. That static is back.
Oh, okay.
And Maverick, that burning sensation in the back of your neck, it's getting hot again.
15.
15? All right. Marshall?
A 13, but give me one moment to see if I have a risk thing.
Mm-hmm. I'll allow that.
Mhm.
And then I'll speak what happens with Maverick. Maverick, you got a 15.
Yes.
You feel this burning, and you feel almost an intrusive thought enter your mind. You're able to push it back, but it felt like something was trying to tell you to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I don't have anything, so it's a 13.
Okay.
Shit.
You fail.
Nice.
You huddle over in pain as your mind is covered by this static in your brain. You're going to be taking some damage.
Alright.
Have I ever heard of a living parasite like on a ship?
Um. Hmm.
Do it.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature. Okay. I was like, what does this count if I read it in a book or what?
One thing I will also say, all of your any of your devices that have like a higher functioning, like data pads,
Mhm.
even dice or not dice, rat catchers, infiltration gear, all of them seem to be malfunctioning.
Yeah, this is like a metallic parasite. You
What
said,
about my internal organs?
why do you think you
You
just made a
die.
wisdom check, boy?
No, that's fine.
Oh,
It is only the thing in the back of your neck that is
okay.
getting hot.
Fuck yeah! I rolled a 17 plus 4, so 21.
You have heard of like parasitical organisms that will like get onto ships.
Mhm.
You have never heard of anything like this before.
Does it have any features to it? Like anything identifiable?
It looks like Strangely enough, it looks like a ginormous cancer cell.
Hmm.
Okay. The ship, though, we know it's just a normal ship. It's not like a living
no.
creature. This is feeding somehow off the ship, then. Off the
Seems
air
how.
of the ship? It's feeding off of something on here, and that's all that matters. Let's go. And can you toss the acid and shut the door? And I toss
mean,
Marshall a
Yeah.
potion
Marshall
of
Marshall
healing.
is stunned. He cannot move by himself.
Okay, we'll deal with that. I'm dragging Marshall out of the room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Maverick, you can chuck this acid if you'd like.
Yep. I'm gonna like
Chuck it, slam the
stand
door.
as close to the door as I can. If I can stand actually behind the door, I'll stand behind the door and then throw it. But if not, just as close to
stand
the door as
behind
I
the
can.
door, you will be like at that point you're a good bit away, and this is a heavy container of acid, so you will be making essentially what is an attack at disadvantage, and you might miss the actual organism.
Okay.
And then just as close as I can.
Can I give you Bardic as well for this one? Take a Bardic. Have a D8 add to that roll.
What am I rolling? Okay.
Roll me just a improvised attack.
Am I getting any wacky visions again, by the way?
No, your brain is just static. It's pain and static like in a TV.
No more
Millie,
wacky
what's
visions.
your
D8.
what's your party? 13.
This thing had an AC of 12.
Thank
Lucky duck.
God.
So you chuck this acid, you take the cap off, and you chuck it on it. It strikes into the flesh, and the acid begins to dump all over it. You can see this fleshy growth quiver and writhe, and the tendrils of flesh that seem to keep it suspended on top of the air filtrator kind of snap off, and it falls on top of it.
That's
It
fine. Let's
seems
go.
now just writhing and wiggling and struggling, trying to get away from this acid, but it's stuck right on it. And then you close the door and run away, and then just the sounds of beating machinery as this thing is just losing its shit.
There, we avenged the ghost. Let's go get the hall schematics and leave.
I don't know if it's dead, if it's like wriggling.
They just asked us to find what happened to them. That was all
Oh,
it was. We've avenged the ghost. It's a weird parasite. We'll research it later.
As you guys are running through the hall, you can feel the ship shake.
Oh.
Not from behind you from the air filtrator, but almost like from beneath you in what you assume to be the main cargo bay.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel something shake, and it moves the whole ship.
Okay. Can we run
After-
faster?
After the shaking from the air filter stops, and you assume this thing is dead, the shaking from the cargo bay, the main one, seems to stop.
Dice is terrified. Dice is running to this hall as fast as possible. Fuck the canteen. Run right through it. This is bullshit.
Full speed ahead.
Full speed.
Bye bye.
How fast can everyone move? As fast as that. Sprinting every turn. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. Marshall, after you get 60 feet away from this creature, your thoughts begin to like coalesce proper now, and you are able to move and do all your things again.
okay, thank you.
Marshall? Can I toss Marshall a healing potion? Yes, please.
Sure.
Marshall?
I took 9 damage.
I mean, yeah. Then he gets a lesser healing potion, or one of the plain ones. He doesn't get one of the
Fair enough.
graders. D4 plus 4. Go.
D plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 5. I'll take it.
That's fine.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you are running through the crew quarter. Eventually, you get down to a crossway that leads 1, cargo bay, 2, canteen.
Canteen.
Mm-hmm. So you make your way into the canteen. The room seems to be largely empty. Um, yeah, doesn't seem to be anything impeding your path.
To the helm.
Wait, should we hold on? Should we take care of whatever's in the cargo bay? I don't know what we're actually doing here anymore. I just want to go.
No, we're not told to do that. We literally just need to get the schematics from the ship. We
Why
have
are we even here?
we're here because at the Maw, we're doing a mission for them to come and figure out what the ship's deal is, but they need the information that is kept in the helm's like mainframe. So we just have to
Okay.
quickly go download it and then bring it back to them so that they can analyze ship's cargo, crew, and match it to their own doctrine.
All right.
So we just need to go get essentially a flash drive for them.
Okay.
And then we can book it out of here. We just on the way were asked to help this crew kind of with their last wishes of figure out what was making us go crazy. It's whatever that flesh orb was. We put acid on it. That's enough. I'm fine with ghosts being slightly dissatisfied with our efforts. That's
Yeah, let's
fine.
get.
Let's go to the helm.
As you are walking through the canteen, that shaking seems to come again, and it seems to be coming from right below you.
Whatever. Run.
Bang!
That's
From
fine.
beneath you. Can I get a deck save from everybody?
Can I use my little jetpack to help?
Yes, you
Nat 20, fuck you.
can.
Oh, it's a dex save. Lovely. I'm actually Nat 20!
Does that give me just like advantage on dex?
26.
I'll say with your jetpack, you don't even need to make a save because you're just off the ground at that point.
All right.
17.
7. Everyone passes.
Oh wait, Rat. Let me get Rat real fast.
Rat's dexy.
Rat is very dexy, so I'm not too worried about them.
Nat 1.
Nat 1 on Rat.
Oh,
Let's see.
God.
Rat, be good. Dex save for Rat. Dex has yeah, they're fine. They're fucking fine. It's 14 with a +7. They're fine.
Mm-hmm. All right. So all of you are managed to stop from falling down as whatever beneath you tries to knock you under. However, Maverick, that burning sensation is right in the back of your neck. It's so hot.
Mm,
Can we keep
And Marshall, that staticky thing in your mind, it's not as bad as where you were right in front of that thing, but it's back again, and your head is hurting.
Hey, team, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Would love to get the fuck out of here. Let's get to this helm.
I'm trying.
We are. Let's go.
So running through the canteen, you make your way up to what seems to be a set of stairs. Rushing up the stairs leads you into what appears to be the helm. The helm seems to have 2 what looks like co-pilot seats and 1 main captain seat. In the captain's seat, you find a body. Similar to the ones twisted and mangled and wrong.
Yeah.
But there's something else with it. You can see the back of his neck. There's a fleshy growth there.
Okay.
Almost like there's a horn poking out from the back of his neck. And it seems to cause the veins around his skull to become, the best way to describe it is exposed.
Mm-hmm.
But there seems to be a bullet wound directly through the side of his skull and a pistol at the bottom next to him.
Can
In
I?
front of him
Yeah.
seems to be like the captain's computer.
Okay. I need to push past this thing, but first, can someone grab a sample of that thing on its neck?
Okay. Plav rips it out.
All right, roll me a medicine check with disadvantage.
Yes, sir.
Bardic.
Let's see.
Bardic inspiration. Add your bardic.
Oh, so there's a plus side to that.
Plus
Yeah, 1d8.
1d8. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, 9.
With your
Add
d8.
d8.
That's plus the d8.
Oh, with disadvantage.
Nice.
That was your disadvantage roll.
Wait, what was the roll again? It was
Medicine.
medicine. Okay, nah, still 9.
Okay.
So you rip this thing out, but all you actually rip out is like the horn bit of the thing,
That's.
and the fleshy thing in his neck is still in there.
Can
You
I
know
try to
what?
do the Kalima thing?
Can
Like rip his spine out?
oh, Jesus,
Sure. Just just roll me a strength check and see if you can just rip out that whole bit of vertebrae where this thing seems to be attached to.
Okay.
Oh, hey, you said
21.
What was that?
all right.
Oh yeah, you just go like fuck it and just grab the whole vertebrae this thing's attached to and rip it out, along with what seems to be tendrils that
Yeah.
were like causing the skin underneath his head to to bulge out. You just grab the whole thing and you can see this fleshy thing is still alive, and you can see the tendrils begin to like worm and latch out. I need to make
Mhm.
some rolls.
Oh God.
Oh,
Hey, you had said that our gear was on the fritz. Is my weapon wheel working fine?
Your weapon wheel is glitching out. Okay,
As-
Bob, does a 17 hit you?
I have 17 in armor class.
Right, so it hits.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see the tendrils of this thing stab into your exoskeleton.
Mm.
And you're going to be taking 1d6 piercing damage.
I shoot it.
You take 4 damage, and then I need you to make me a wisdom save.
Can I shoot it?
Funny. I fail it.
Okay. Plav, you are under the effects of the dominate person spell.
Mm,
Nice.
Who's closest to Plav?
Chester?
rat.
No, person.
Chester. Yes.
Probably me.
Probably.
Okay. Plav, what's your to hit modifier?
4.
It should be
No,
more than
6.
that.
6.
6, thank you. Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah.
Cool. What's your damage, Plav, with your Reckonator?
A
This is
D12
two
plus
hands.
3.
A D12 plus 3?
Yeah.
Marshall, you take 8 damage as Plav swings his
Oh,
Maverick!
wrong brother.
Maverick.
Add it to the counter.
You can see that Plav's eyes sort of go a glassy white, and this thing that is attached to his arm sort of embeds itself in his arm. I'm gonna need everyone to roll me initiative.
Ooh, with my smuggler, I get to shoot at the beginning when we roll
Mhm.
initiative. Can I shoot with
Initiative,
aim?
Plav.
Can I try and aim for the little like?
That is a
Cancer
cult shot, and this is a tiny creature.
I'm Marshall
It's
McCats.
You can if you like. It's an incredibly difficult shot, and you're more likely going to hit Plav.
Hey, Marshall McCaster, baby.
All right,
We
roll
do
to
what
hit.
we do. Let me see if I want to see if I have anything that I can add to make this better from Gunslinger.
Mm.
Oh, using limb shot, which is one of my risk things. Would that help by any
I'll
means?
say this it is attached to his arm. I'll allow it.
Okay. It's just a normal roll then, still, right?
This thing does get a slight bonus to AC, but given the fact you have something called limb shot, it's much more easier to hit than normal.
Okay. Repeater. Ooh, 25 to hit. Oh, that's a critical. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Never mind.
It's 19.
No, that wasn't a 19. That was only a 17. I thought it was.
Oh yes, 17 plus 5 plus 3. Yeah.
So that's a 25 to hit. Little bastard.
Hit little bastard. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
Okie
also need
dokie.
initiative.
I love where we all just thoroughly slow each other down, like throwing them down in the hallway because it's not actually a map. I love all of
Hey.
us just like, oh,
Hey,
there's a
Millie.
rat. Yo.
What's up with squares?
Oh, I accidentally was on that and I was trying to figure out why I wasn't
Oh.
selecting anything. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna give this thing the Will-O-Wisps token. If you don't actually have a thing for this.
This actually might
Plus,
be a
I
good
need-
time to go on break right before we start combat.
Mhm. All right, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so let's have a 10-minute break so we get back at 22 the next hour.
Could we maybe, because sorry to put it on, but I'm a bit short of time. Could
Yeah.
we hurry this up? The breaks, I mean.
The break? Do
Yeah.
Plav,
So
play as Plav. Don't worry.
okay,
Mhm.
good.
If you need
Yes.
to just go now, Dennis, you're good.
No.
Okay.
I think I have another 20 minutes to a half an hour.
Can you
At
just
least.
send me Plav's character sheet?
Absolutely.
Cool, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, because I just need to go do something. I'm gonna throw us on break, and yeah. Cool.
Oh,
Great timing.
Yeah.
for my risk die, the limb shot, I can also make you drop your weapon. You have to roll like a con save against my
Hmm.
PC. But yes.
So you made a shot. What did you? Yeah, 25. So you hit. You also hit. You don't actually hit Plav. You hit the organism.
Mm.
Oh, then I don't know if I would make you drop your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works. That's a god decision.
God.
You hit. You hit the organism. It's burnt and crisp, but it does seem to still be alive. But it's so close to death.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's actually your
Right.
turn, isn't it?
I need to roll Plav's initiative.
Plan
I
and
did.
the thing.
I
Yeah.
only get
Yeah, I
physically
no, I
violent.
did roll Plav's initiative. No,
You did
it's not there.
show up.
Ah,
You probably
Oh,
just
yeah.
didn't highlight the token.
I did. I
Oh,
saw
no.
it.
It's a 14. Throw it in.
It's fine. We'll add it with the Will-O-Wisp because that's what this thing is technically controlling you.
It's a wisp?
It's not, but it's the only
It's a
token that
token.
looks
Okay.
spherical. And yeah.
Got it. I was like, what?
Alright, so after the initial reaction of shooting, you also now have your turn, Marshall.
I'm
Again.
gonna try and shoot it again.
It's just the exact same thing.
If I hit you, Plov, I'm sorry.
Plot can take it.
Alright, well that was only a 13, so I missed Plov entirely.
Mm.
Oh wait, no it's not, it's a 19, I'm stupid. I read it wrong.
Advantage?
Oh no I don't, it was a 16. I accidentally had it on advantage.
So a 16 does not hit the creature or Plav, so you miss.
Alright, that's
Again.
for the best. Again.
You have another.
Natural 20, fuck you.
That's enough to hit the creature.
Perish.
Do you
Hell
get your
yeah.
double? What happens?
Yeah, no, he kills it.
Oh, good. That was quick.
That was quick. This thing had an AC of 25 because it was so small and on Plav's arm. But fucking Marshall over here
What am I
is
saying?
coming
I'm
out here with the big
fantastic.
numbers.
Sad Seal McCaster right here.
Fucking Deadeye McCaster. But you shoot this thing to fucking death. You shoot it off Plav's arm, it shrivels up and dies, falling off with the tendrils that cracked his exoskeleton and entered his flesh.
Can I still get a
Plav,
sample?
Hey, it's a burnt sample, but you can still get it.
Cool.
Plav, you regain consciousness. You your mind went blank. You just heard a horrible, like, staticky sound in your mind, and then you regain consciousness.
Ow! Oh, hello.
You okay?
Plav? You okay?
My arm is leaking.
Oh,
He's fine.
okay. Plav, as soon as we're done with this, healing's on the house.
Thank you.
Okay. No more immediate threats. Can Dice rush over to the control panel? The captain's whatever. Push the dead body aside. Let's go.
Yeah, you push the dead body aside.
Okay.
He slumps over. He no longer has some of his vertebrae, so his head just falls off.
That's fine. Put in code 7381.
I mean, there's no access code for this computer. It's just
Oh.
open and on.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna download all the files.
There actually seems to be a file already open on the computer.
I'm checking it out later. I don't care. We need to get the fuck out of here.
It does have a title. It simply says, "I'm sorry."
I'm reading it later once we're on our ship. This is on the data pad. I'm dealing with it in a minute.
Okay.
Mm.
So you download all the files. That's going to take a wee while. There's a lot of files in here. It's going to take a few minutes, and you're using old tech to download it. You're not using your new data pad.
Yeah.
So
My
It's gonna take about
collections of data
Yep.
pads. 10 minutes?
10 minutes to download all these files.
Okay.
Is there a co-pilot?
hmm
There's a co-pilot. One seems to be like for like a gunnery seat, and then the other one that seems to be like but constantly checking like the ship's like condition to see if there's any like fires or anything like that.
Are there a bunch
Does
of
he
other
has?
bodies? Sorry.
Go on.
Oh, I was just asking if there's any other bodies in the room again.
No, just the one that was in the captain's seat.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't really catch it. So you said there was a co-pilot.
There was a what would be like a ship diagnostics and a gunnery. There are two co-pilots.
hmm
Okay. Do they have the same kind of horn thing?
No, there are two seats. There are not two people in those seats. There's only the captain.
Ah. Blood scoops up the shriveled thing.
Great.
Oh, Dice already had that.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dice threw it in a vial. At least
Oh,
to
okay,
be
I
fair.
missed when you said that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Dice
Hmm.
just took it as a sample. I will. Plav, do you still have that flesh analyzer gun? Yes.
It's like a box, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Give him a piece. Take a piece off
Put the
this
piece in.
thing. Yeah. See what it comes up as.
I think Plov actually would notice. I assume that we can't put things inside of it without opening it. Correct?
Yeah, you have to take out the vial that's in it, and there's already that little piece of flesh in there already, and then
Yeah.
you have to.
So I'm pretty sure Plav would put one and one together with. If I open this up, the flesh thing will be out and open. Correct?
The thing that's in the vial is only like a section of flesh.
Is taking out the it was the determine the engineer. That's what you found? It was a piece of the engineer. Yeah.
No, it was a piece of flesh, not of the engineer. The engineer found something in the ventilation system.
And it's a piece of flesh of that. Okay. So we can just see if they match up essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dice is at the ready while her stuff downloads to take the one piece of flesh and replace it with the other. That's what we're doing right now. It's a weird
that's my cue.
standoff.
Peace out.
Huh? That's your cue? You gotta go, Plav?
Bye bye. Yep.
Peace.
Yes, I'm just gonna say
I-
Plav. Yeah, Plav will grab the tester.
Mhm.
It is no longer working again.
Okay. Yeah, it needs to charge.
Yes.
Whatever. We'll charge
Mhm.
it.
Yeah.
There's got to be an outlet in this room.
You want to look around?
I don't have to like be watching the files download, do I? They just can kind of sit idly.
Yeah.
Okay. We have 10 minutes. Rat's looking around. I'm not looking around. Rat is.
Rat is looking around. Okay, then yeah, obviously Rat will eventually find like a place that you can charge the thing. Yeah.
Cool. Just an outlet. I just like it to be like a wall outlet. Okay.
Practically, yeah.
So, once we have this downloaded, how do we want to get out of here?
Is there any way out of the ship in the like room we're in? I assume not.
No.
Can we
Is
break
there
a
any way we
window?
can make a way out?
Yeah. Say mine.
These windows are like reinforced space.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
these are meant to hold like the harsh, like things of space and can take on like asteroids hitting them and pieces of space
Yeah,
debris.
we're not
You
getting
don't
out.
think any of your arsenal unless you have like maybe if you still had some of that acid or a large explosive, but no.
Okay. This is. I have the schematics of the ship. We got those earlier from just like a terminal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Vague schematics. This is a large enough ship, and it also was a medical transport ship. Are there escape
Mhm.
pods?
There are escape pods, yeah.
Are there escape pods nearby? Because we're at essentially where all crew would be hanging out.
There is escape pods near the main cargo bay.
Oh,
Why is everything by the fucking cargo bay?
I think God wants us to go there.
I refuse. We're not going
Oh,
to the
we're
cargo
going.
bay.
My brain will melt.
Exactly.
I quite like my brain.
We're not melting our brains. We're not going. We'll find any other exit. What exits are there? How many options we got for exiting this place?
There's the way you came out. There's the escape pods. There's the main cargo bay, and that's it.
Where did we enter from? A minor cargo bay?
The auxiliary cargo bay.
Okay. That's it. This is not up to code. This ship is incorrect. I guess it was made 200 years ago. But, you know, not up to
Is there any
code.
like, docking ports around that's not like a cargo bay?
Right?
There's docking ports, but they won't open unless there's something docked to it.
I wasn't sure if we could like hack it just to open, and then we could just
Oh,
skedaddle on it.
shit. Can we vent the place? We have life suits on. We're fine. We haven't been using
Yeah.
necessarily oxygen from them because it should just be filtering the oxygen we have. We've not used up like any of our hours. Can
It's been using a small amount of your oxygen
Yeah.
in helps of like filtering it, but yeah, it's like
We're
you've
fine.
not been like you've been using them like properly.
We could crawl along the ship and get back to ours because it's parked outside if need be. Like we have enough time.
You, Dice, thinking along those lines, roll me just a technology check,
Yay! I think I'm mildly okay at that.
and then Marshall, you roll me a piloting check.
Mhm.
That's what I do.
Can we just like message Sam and say bring ship here? Is that a thing we're allowed to do?
You know the comms are down right now.
Oh yeah. Technology
21.
18.
18. You realize you're in the helm. You
Yeah.
effectively have full control of the ship.
That's what.
You could essentially like send out the cargo bay's contents to vacuum space.
That's what I'm talking about. That's kind of what I'm thinking. We can just.
I got a 21
yeah.
for
And
piloting.
yeah, you have the same thought. You have essentially full control of the ship. You could essentially depressurize
Yeah.
the cargo bay, and anything that's inside should get sucked out into space.
We just look at each other.
We have the same thought at the same time. We look and we go, vent it?
Nod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just wipe out whatever the fuck's in here. It's only should be alive because there's been a stable atmosphere.
Our ship's not near that cargo bay, right?
No, it's on the
No.
other side.
All right. Yeah, let's just get that shit out of here.
Wait, question. This is totally random. I'm gonna go start like checking the piloting panel, not the captain's panel, but the one that like controls the ship, the co-pilot. Can I just straight turn the ship on? Like,
Like the engines.
yeah. Would that be available to me? Could I do it?
You look at the ship and there are like multiple like warning signs
That say
of like
don't.
stuff that's going wrong. Like engines not operable, 2 out of the 4 filters not operational,
Yeah.
lights in so many sectors not working. This ship seems to be in a dire need of repairs.
Yeah.
Are we able to scuttle the ship?
Scuttle the ship and like just blow it up.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like this ship necessarily has that. You would expect like a fighter or some kind of ship made for war would have that option, but this is like a
Oh, is this
ship
just
that
like
would
a
be
transport?
This
Okay.
is a
Right,
medical
yeah.
ship. And I'm
Oh,
sure
medical.
they might want to come check it out afterwards, so destroying it might not be the best idea.
I would have just said fuck it because there's a lot of wacky shit here.
Yeah, we
My
are
brain-
bringing it to a scientific mission, though, so I feel
Fair
like they
enough.
might be capable to do
Yeah.
more than we are. Okay, I say we vent it.
Yeah, I agree.
We have at least once we have the down. Well, we can close the door to the bridge, can't we? And literally keep pressure in here and vent everything else.
You can select sections of the ship to vent.
Cool. I'm gonna open every door except for the one to the room we're currently in, and then deactivate the like field that's keeping it the pressure and everything. Vent it.
Ready up. Yeah. I'm gonna say you're not necessarily familiar how to do that, but because you're not necessarily a pilot, but
yeah,
Marshall, you know exactly how to do that.
I'll vent that big
I
bitch.
do have
Get him out of there.
piloting, but that's only half proficiency because Bard.
Oh,
I get
fair enough.
everything.
Yeah, I forget. But yeah, so yeah, obviously both of you know how to do it. You head onto the computer, you go over to the sections of the ship, and you pretty much select all the ones you want to depressurize. What ones do you want to depressurize? Just let me know.
All.
So you have all of them.
Except for the cargo bay by our ship.
Yeah,
I don't
except
wanna
for
throw
that
anything
one
at ours.
cargo bay, the one that we've already kind of scoped.
Other
maybe-
ones that you would also depressurize would be the medical bay, the armory, the other living quarters, and let me just check my notes. I think that's all of them.
Definitely the main
yeah.
cargo bay. Main cargo bay
Yeah.
is first one being vented, and as long as that seems to go okay, then we'll move on to the next ones.
Okay. Yeah. So you're going to depressurize the main cargo bay first. All right. You begin punching in the inputs that you need, and then you hear over the ship's intercom. Depressurizing cargo bay. All personnel, please leave that area. And then there's a sort of 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7. And as that's going down, you can hear and feel in the cargo bay rattling and shifting, and the whole ship begins to like move and shake. And finally, 1, depressurizing cargo bay. And out front of the window, you can see crates and boxes fly out into space.
That's fine.
And along with it, a few moments later, you can actually see a scene of what this thing is, a massive, large growth. It looks like what you burnt with acid, but larger. And you can see it has sections on its body that have like holes and hollow sections of it, where you can see smaller creatures going in and out of it, but all of them get sucked out into space.
Okay,
Sick.
do we have access to weapons too?
Yeah, we have a gunner chair right next to us,
Can
don't
we
we?
shoot the fuck out of it?
Hold on.
Just
No,
for
wait.
actual measure?
Let it. We're literally in a scientific sector. They're gonna want that. It can't.
I don't know if I want them to have that. This is a real fucked up thing.
It's the mod. They're middle ground people. They're not. They literally only have for scientific exports.
Okay.
That's it. It's
But-
mod. I mean,
Alright.
wait.
You're the one that didn't want us to give a nuke to anybody. Now you want to give this gigantic biological weapon to somebody that we like barely know, even if they say they're neutral?
No,
No,
I
but
want to
it-
give them a sample of it so they can research it.
You wanted to give them that big fucking tumor out there. I want to blow it
I
to
just don't want to
smithereens.
fully destroy it. I want a sample. Well, I don't want a sample. I want to be able to give a sample of it because this is something new. We should know
This
more
is
about it.
also disgusting. What it's done to the people here.
Yes. So if we can prevent it from happening again,
Yeah, but you want to give the thing that did it to
not the
somebody.
whole thing, a part of it.
Uh,
Okay, first, before you can load the cannons in case that thing starts coming at us.
it's not gonna be able to come at us unless it has like a thruster on it.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
Just in case. We can let it drift in space
You-
for a few minutes.
I mean, you can see this creature writhing in space, but very quickly you see as it freezes in the sub-zero
Hell yeah.
or well, the minus fucking I don't even know how cold space is, but
Very.
in mere seconds you see this whole mass
Mhm.
begin to essentially freeze, and all the smaller forms, like the small little buboes that you saw attached to the captain's neck,
Mhm.
they also freeze. And
Okay.
in a matter of moments, it is unmoving and, at least to your eyes, dead.
All right. I have a thing I'd like to try. Because we're at the captain's helm, can I open up a comms? Take the auxiliary power from the cargo bay that would have had the lights and shit on, and put it towards the comm system on this ship and try and contact the Maw next nearby?
One thing you realize is that after this thing is ejected, any malfunctions that this ship had and all of your tech almost immediately go away.
Okay.
While some things like the air filters and like the actual damage of the ship aren't being repaired, you see like the thrusters begin to turn back on. A lot of power around the ship gets turned back on. All of your comms get turned back on.
That is a straight contact then. That is contact this Maw and tell them we've eliminated this thing.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you put out a hail and hello.
Oh, I
This
forgot
is
it was
Alpha. Hailing unknown ship. This is Alpha. This is of the nearest Maw. We've been trying to hail you for about 5 days. Hello.
Hold up. What do you mean 5 days? We've been up here like 2 hours.
No, they've been trying to hail. They don't know it's you hailing them.
Oh, okay.
They just think the ship.
I was like, excuse you?
Mhm.
No, okay.
No.
This is Eurydice Skyla of Team Hound. That's what our ship's name, right?
Oh, hey guys, how you doing? So you must be back at the home. So how are we getting everything? If it's working, it's working.
Who the hell is this dude?
It's the
Alpha.
ambioid that was on the Maw that sent us on this mission.
Oh, I wasn't here for that. Never mind.
You missed the end of that session. This is an ambioid and it's very cute. This is we've expelled some sort of technological parasite that was attached to this ship.
Oh,
It's now just floating
Right.
in dead space.
a parasite.
Yes, akin to a tumor.
Oh. And you've ejected the thing into space.
Yes.
Right. Have you got the files like you asked?
Working on it.
All right. Well,
They've been stuck on
Is
like
it-
98% for like 5 minutes now.
right. Okay. Well, is it safe to approach?
Um
Can you get back here on your own?
yes, we can get back on our own. But I don't know how safe it is to approach the entire ship. We've vented out the main cargo bay and this was expelled. We don't know what could be lurking in the rest of the ship.
Okay. Right. Well, have you identified if who the ship belongs to?
Yes. Can I look at the name badge on the corpse we just tipped over?
Well, he was more speaking not like the person, but like the organization.
Oh, yeah. It was Homogenea Man, right?
Yeah, ancient homogeneous. Well, yeah.
200 years past Homogenea Man ship. It was a medical vessel bringing supplies to aid.
Oh. Okay. Right. Well, we'll get in touch with our ambassador and seek permission to board and analyze the ship.
Good work, guys. I guess we'll see you back on the mall once you've got the data, and yeah, great work. Thumbs up.
Did
I
you
don't
think
have
we were
thumbs,
gonna
but
die?
no.
Are we getting paid for this?
Yeah.
Hey, no, I'm just saying, good job. You did great.
You sound surprised by that. Did you think we were gonna fail this?
No, I'm just surprised there was a technological parasite on the ship, and I'm
I feel
kind of
like-
just bringing
I
that
feel like
in.
the fact we had to deal with a technological parasite should increase whatever we're getting paid.
Yeah, we've had like things trying to
There's a lot of
attach to
work.
our crew. This ain't just a ghost ship.
I've killed
Ooh.
many things.
Okay. Well, we can discuss hazard pay once you're back here. But I didn't know there was anything like necessarily more dangerous than like ships like falling apart in there. I'm sort of just surprised that there was something that was actively trying to kill you in there.
That's why the hazard bad.
Okay.
Yeah. But we'll discuss that. I mean that's within reason.
All right.
Understood.
Okay.
We'll finish downloading and get out of here as fast as possible.
Okie dokie. I'll be waiting for you when you get back.
Understood.
Understood. Over and out.
Over and out. Click.
We're keeping him, right?
Who? Alpha?
Yes.
You want to keep Alpha? He's not a pet.
That's slavery, my lord.
He's an ambioid. He could be like 200 years old.
Jesus, brother.
Yeah. He's an ambioid scientist. They're extremely docile. Have you never met one?
No.
Oh yeah, you two haven't been off planet.
No, I've been off planet.
Oh, you
I've
have
just
been
not
off
met
planet.
Emma.
All
I've
right.
not.
They're the keepers of the maws.
I don't know, they're little like squishy dudes.
Yeah, they
Just
are.
never like met one.
They're extremely docile creatures. Or extremely
Uh-huh.
docile species, per se. They really only care about scientific endeavors in maintaining maw structure and health.
Nerds.
Yeah, the nerdiest of races. Cosmic slimes filled with pictures of the galaxies and
Cosmic
stars.
nerds.
Cosmic nerds. Hell yeah. Okay. How long on this file? Is it done?
After about another minute of waiting, it's done.
Cool.
Can
Take.
we check the armory?
Yes, we can check. Can I? Can I vent all things that lead to the armory, all the hallways first?
To do that, you would also need to vent the armory as well.
There's not a door separating the armory from the hallway.
I mean, yeah, but like you'd have to vote like a whole bunch of corridors
Yeah,
to
exactly.
do it.
That's what I'm doing.
I mean, sure, yeah.
I'm giving us a clear path. Vent all things relate. Do we need to go into any other rooms? Armories, I think, just about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was that thing that was following us. I don't know if that's still like alive now that we killed its like dad.
I don't know, but if they were in the corridor, which I'm planning to vent, so
Oh, then it'll probably
yeah.
get yeeted.
Yeah, let's vent. We're venting all the corridors and the common rooms, and I think in turn then the canteen. That should give us a direct path after it's done venting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
While I'm at it, I'll vent the corridor between us and the auxiliary cargo bay in our ship.
Okay. So yeah, you do that.
Cool. So it should be safe to, relatively safe at least, to get from where we are to the armory.
I'm moseying my way onto the armory.
Yeah.
Okay. You mosey your own way there.
Let's go.
Yeah. So you make your way through the armory. It's freshly cold in here now that it's been opened up to the atmosphere of space, or the lack of atmosphere in space. But yeah, you make it there
easily enough without any trouble. And yeah, the armory is open to you.
What's
Alright,
in the
is there
armory?
any like interesting weapons?
In the armory, it just seems to be very basic. Like there is flak vests and like what look like ancient style repeaters. This ship had like an armed element, but only a barely armed element, and there's only enough for like 3 people. It looks like the 3 security guards you met earlier in their room were the whole ship security.
Mm,
Oh, I was
medical
hoping for
vessel.
a cool weapon.
No cool weapons.
Oh well.
You can just throw a few pistols in your weapon wheels just to fill it up.
I don't want to. I want wacky weapons.
Fair enough. I mean, they are 200-year-old weapons. Maybe you can have some vintage value to them.
I mean, I like have one.
Hmm?
I don't really need more.
Fair enough. If that's the case, can we just go back to our ship then?
Yeah, oh, when we looked at their weapon systems, did they have anything like interesting?
No, just very very basic defense.
It's very basic. Anything we can yoink?
Shit.
Oh,
Not
it's
without a
200 years
lot of
old, but like
effort.
out of.
Wait,
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
could I have checked the directory to see if they had any roaches on board?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
want
check.
any roaches on this fucking shit.
I
On
mean,
God.
You good? You don't want them?
Yeah, no,
All right,
I don't
cool.
want anything
Never mind.
just around the God parasite. Fuck that.
I guess they did have a warp malfunction, so I don't know if their warp roaches would be okay.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, all right, let's just go. We're going. Can we go home? Anyone else need anything? Marshall, you good? Maverick, you good?
Good.
All right, we're going home.
All right. You just want to make your way back through the auxiliary cargo bay to your ship.
Yes.
All right.
It's all been
Yeah,
vented. We're clear. We have the data. Let's go.
You make your way back without difficulty or trouble, and you can easily get back to your ship.
Okay. Ship map?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
As you get on, you hear Sam saying, "Welcome aboard. How did your trip go?"
Sam,
Yes.
can you do a full scan for all biological matter on the ship?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Full scan for all biological matter on the ship currently with the 5 of us standing in there.
Confirmed. Please stand still for a few moments.
T-pose.
Everyone T poses.
Other than you, I detect 2 smaller biological organisms in your possession.
Oh, is that the shit that you guys grabbed?
It could it might be ignore Chester's biological. How many?
I accounted for Chester. They are part of the crew.
Are they within our person or are they within the ship?
They are on your person.
Can I pull out the vials? Are they these?
Correct.
Okay. And there are no other biological matter that would match this genetic composition on the ship.
On this ship? No.
But like on the outside of the ship.
Is there any biological matter in this? And I hold up the bottle of rum.
Oh my god.
That is a bottle of rum.
Correct. I just want to confirm that there's nothing in it.
Sam,
There is nothing but rum in a bottle of rum.
if you detect any parasitical, that's not a word. If you detect any parasites on your hull or internally, please inform us immediately.
Confirmed.
Anything that matches this genetic substance holds up vial of genetic substance.
Brr, brr, brr. Confirmed.
I don't know, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's go.
My brain is no longer melty.
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Oh yeah, both of you, Maverick, Marshall, you are getting med checks from me after this. You're both coming to the medical bay.
Yeah, we are now my. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we're going back to the maw, and then they are both getting examined by dice. This ain't gonna slide. Let go. Blast off.
Yeah.
We get a blast off.
You can blast off.
Eh.
So, where are you heading? Back to the mall?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, folks.
Sneaky
Yeah.
on the way there, Dice is going to download all the information onto her own computer as well. Make a copy file and put it on the ship's computer.
Yeah, can
Real
we
fast.
read
Oh,
the
easy.
I'm sorry file?
Can we leave an oh yeah, let's read that too. Dice will do a read aloud of the I'm sorry file to the crew in the cockpit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you read it aloud. It seems to be a text file rather than a audio file.
Yeah.
It reads like this. I have been ordered to do something. I did not know what it would lead to. I think it has doomed us all. All I can do is stop it from dooming so much more. I pray to any and all gods that they can forgive me what I must do to everyone on this crew to preserve the lives of so many more. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have a quick looky-loo through all the ship's files, and specifically, I want their cargo report. I want their listicles and everything of what
Yeah.
the fuck they were carrying in their cargo bay.
Roll me a data check.
Yes, my
And
good
given that you have
skill.
enough, and given that you have and given that you have a lot of time to do this, because it's a few hours to get back to the mall,
Mhm.
You have advantage.
Roll 1, 18. Roll 2, 28.
Oh damn! Yeah, 28. Yeah,
Wait, 28.
you very quick.
I have to see what number I actually rolled. It would have been like a 19 or something. Yeah.
So you go through, and you very quickly find the ship's cargo and like the manifesto, and it's carrying exactly what you'd expect it to carry: sort of medical supply, enough trained medical officers, as well as like other things like the guns that you found in the armory. But very quickly, you find like a section of the report that has actually got like a section of like encryption on it, and very quickly you're able to decrypt it. I mean, this is 200 years old, like encryption. Like there are subroutines that you can set to do this automatically. You do it easily enough, and you find what seems to be like a secret manifesto, as well as what seems to be a secret message to the captain alone. Like the only one who get this is the captain themselves. So on the captain, on the keep it note, it says there is an ulterior motive to this mission we have sent you on, Captain. On the planet that you have received your cargo from, we have discovered a strange biological organism. Along with your original mission of giving aid, we request that you carry this organism to a research center that is set up on that planet. We wish to study it further.
All right. There you go. Mystery solved.
But it does show what they were carrying, and it was only a small biological organism that was about the size of a basketball, and it was in a glass container.
Hey, Lucas, have you ever watched The Expanse?
I have not.
Oh, okay, never mind. Figured that's where this entire arc came from.
Nah. This brain shit.
I what was he trying to refer to?
Okay.
Who said something? Sorry.
I fall.
Oh no, nothing. I thought I heard someone say the expanse.
Yeah, Jay did.
Right.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is it, this feels similar to the Expanse.
Yeah, it does. So,
This feels similar to Wolf 359. It's okay. Let's. Yeah, so we're going back to the Maw, doing all that. How fast? It takes like what, an hour to get to the Maw?
Like an hour and a half.
Yeah, cool. Get to the Maw, do that deal, give them the fucking data.
Well, we're
Mhm.
flying back.
Mhm.
Can I try and think more on the thing that happened before?
Mm-hmm. So you remember what you saw, but now that you're away from that organism, it feels like whatever barrier that was stopping you from remember is back in place.
Okay. We still have one of those little organisms, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can I just like grab it and just like put it real close to my head?
You
I
put
just,
like the both of them do seem to be like long dead. They don't do anything.
I love the idea of you walking into the medical bay where Dice is like unloading information and stuff at a computer. You go to the desk she's placed the vials on and just shove one to your forehead. It's just like, this working?
Just like shake it a little bit. Come on, man.
What are you doing?
I'm just seeing if it's doing the thing it did before.
What do you mean the thing it did before?
The like headache thing.
What are you talking
I'll be
about?
right back.
I was having a headache that entire time. You had to carry me at one point. You saw that.
Yeah, I thought you were just scared.
No.
I don't know.
You think I was scared of the little I shot that alright.
I don't know.
put
Maybe
the
it like
yeah.
reminded you of someone. I don't know. You were just
It
frozen
reminded
in
me of
place.
someone. Who do you think I know?
I don't know. There were like
A
3
little ball of
skeletons.
goo?
Maybe one of them had like a thing with you. I don't know.
What?
I
I
don't know
gotta
your
go.
life.
I'm going back to my pilot suit.
Oh my gosh. No, you're staying in the med bay. What do you mean you
I'm
had a
already
headache?
off
No, locking the med bay door. No.
We have the same like thing on the ship. I
And
unlock the door. I
ah,
walk away.
damn it. Marshall! Maverick, get in here.
We don't need another intervention.
You're not getting an intervention, you're getting a medical exam. Maverick,
Look, I'm in.
you passed out. Did you also have headaches? Because that's apparently a new symptom I'm being told of now.
No, I had a very bad burning feeling in the back of my neck, like I said before.
Okay, we're gonna examine that.
Like I said, apparently there's a bug back there.
Yes. We're gonna examine that and see what's going on with that thing. Get an x-ray and shit happening. Do you have schematics? Do you have people schematics that I can do?
Good question. GM, do I have schematics of myself?
No?
No.
Alright, then I'm taking an I have like an we're in a med bay. Do I have like a handheld x-ray thing? That feels like a futuristic tech that we'd have.
You have a table that can do that.
Yeah. We don't
Yeah,
need
it's gonna lie on the table.
Yeah, we don't have a gunner right now. He's lie on the table. And I yell out the door, Marshall, you're next.
I don't know.
Oh my god, I need to let out my dog. I'm in Leroy. But yeah, what do I get from? I'm getting an X-ray of our boy here.
So, on the X-ray, you find that his body
Mhm.
has an enormous amount of augmentations in it.
Yeah.
Like that's you knew this though. Like a lot of things, but specifically focusing on his neck, where he had felt that pain, you can see in one of his vertebrae, like something is burrowed into it, and there is a small, spiky protrusion just barely poking out from it. And it
Uh-huh.
also seems to have a bunch of this it seems like this is connected to a lot of his augments.
Yeah. All right. I'm not an engineer. I'm not even a doctor. Okay. You know what? Now at least I have schematics for Maverick. That's just being saved. Maverick, you feel okay now, right?
Good question. GM, do I feel okay now?
Like, it's kind of residually hot, but not like it's immediately causing you any discomfort or pain.
He gets a cold compress and he's getting sent back to the ship bridge. That is what is
Alright.
happening right now. Here, I
I
slap a
leave.
cold compress on your back and send you away.
I leave the medical bay.
I'm just gonna do quick. Now I'm gonna go ask Rat and Plov if they had headaches. I assume they said no.
Well, Plav had a headache when he had that thing jabbed into his arm.
Yeah. Well, that's to be expected.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You've told us the information about what happened to him. He just went blank and then came back too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I assume Plav would tell that to Dice, so Dice can at least note it without much of a problem. Dice
Cool.
is gonna take a handheld scanner and sneak up behind Marshall while he's in his captain's
I will
chair.
go and get whatever. I will not make you sneak attack me.
Dice is not sneaky. She is gonna sneak up behind you and just start like scanning you with a sensor.
I'll just smack it away. I'll go get the medical thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right,
Mhm.
medbay for him. He's getting
All
the
right.
same scan as his brother. Anything funky?
You scan? No, he's. Well, no, his
No.
brain activity is a bit funky, but other than that, he's perfectly fine.
What do you mean by brain activity?
It's abnormally high.
Okay. Marshall,
Yeah.
look at me.
Yeah.
Do you consent?
Do I consent to what? What are you asking me to do?
Look inside your brain again.
Oh. Yeah, go for it. Move it
Sick.
around.
Detect thoughts.
You might see a wacky thing this time.
That's fine.
By the way. Like real wacky.
I'm probing his brain.
All right. How exactly are you probing his brain?
I'm doing the same thing I did last time. Since he's consenting, he doesn't have to have a save for me to like look deeper into his thoughts. And Brad.
Ah, yes.
Yes, I'm doing detect thoughts. He doesn't, because he's fine, no con save. I can just go straight in, and I can learn about his what's going on, memories, current thoughts. You know.
So first, you get the surface level. So what is the surface level thoughts of
Of
Marshall?
Marshall McAllister.
Mhm.
A little bit upset that we just threw that thing out into the void without murdering it entirely.
Okay, so there's annoyance.
A little bit of annoyance. Also had been taken care of.
Mhm.
That's about it. Happy
So
that
just
he's
annoyance.
still alive. Confusion about things, but
Yeah. So then you probe deeper, and then all you see is static,
Mhm.
like from a TV. There's just static, and like, yeah. That's all you see. All you see is like static from a TV.
Okay, I'm reading over the spell, and it says if you prompt questions at a target, you get to see the thoughts correspond. Like you can see the answers.
All right. Well, then, what questions you ask?
Okay. What did you see when you were on the ship alone?
And do you think about what happened?
I will try to not think about it, but I will very much think about it.
I
So
think
you
that
think
means you need
about
to
it.
make a wisdom save to see if I can get past it. Now that you're trying to hide something from me.
No, I'll let it
Okay.
happen because it's like very
He
bad.
doesn't want to think about it, but he
Fair
does
enough.
think about it.
Yeah. Hard to
You-
not think
you
about
can
things.
tell- Like the static shifts slightly,
Mhm.
and like for a few frames you see something, and then the static immediately comes back.
What did I see?
You saw Maverick, like he was on a delivery.
Mm. Can I see how old? Maverick or Marshall? Wait.
Marshall.
Marshall. You see Marshall.
How
I took the name wrong.
old does Marshall look?
Younger. Couple years younger.
Okay.
Quite a few. Actually, ooh, how many years were you on your own, Marshall, after your brother left?
I
Time skipping.
don't remember.
Uh,
Yeah,
Dice was gone from 18 to 25. Maverick, when did you leave? How old were you?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
I know.
Timelines.
say like 5 years.
5
I
years?
want to say I was 25 when I left. Yeah. So I'm
And they were
30
like
right
30.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. You're 27 now. So 3 years ago? Right?
Yeah,
3, 4-ish years?
yeah, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah. So you think this is like maybe like 2-3 years ago,
Okay.
judging by how he looks.
Mm-hmm.
Like you look down, actually, you would see probably in that flash in that moment, like on like this is not like an airship. This is like a land ship,
Yeah.
and then you can see like on the dashboard, you can see the date, and then you can just work it out from there. So it's I'd say about 3 years ago.
Okay. Prompt another question. Did you have any surgeries within the last 3 years?
You your mind shifts to being on the table again,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that Marshall is like strapped to a metal table in medical gown, and then goes static again.
I'm delving into your mind.
I'm not entirely sure.
I'm working on it. Okay. Medical tables, exams. Did you ever receive an implant?
An implant? I don't think so.
You remember feeling that there was something on your head,
Yeah.
and you sort of see this memory, Dice, like this sensation that he's on this table. He is strapped to a medical table,
Yeah.
and you remember that feeling that he's wearing something on his head, and then static again.
I'm gonna go for one more question, then bolt, I think. I think 3 is a good number of questioning for a mind meld weirdness. Okay. What could
Sorry.
what happened 3 years ago? I'm trying to think. 3 years ago for Maverick and Marshall.
I don't know. I was just
You
joining
don't
the-
know. It's like your memory's gone, so Dice can't like ask you. She's asking your weird blocked memory. This is the worst.
Maybe if everybody didn't leave me 3 years ago, I mean, then you would know what I was up to.
I didn't leave you 3 years ago. I left to go
You
study.
left a while back. It still makes sense.
Oh my god. Okay. What did your brother look like 3 years ago?
Fuck if I know.
Do I see anything?
He doesn't know, so nothing comes up.
I don't know. Maybe his blocked memory does. That's what I'm asking.
His blocked memory does not.
Okay, cool. Fine, I want another one. I want another answer.
All right.
What does your dad's face look like?
I don't know.
Mm? Mm?
He doesn't know.
Ah. Damn it. One of these your memory is gonna know.
Things that we have like not at all decided as well.
I don't know.
I mean, mainly because I was like 4 when he left.
Exactly. I didn't know if this was like a he came back and did this to both of you situation.
That would be good.
It would be weird, but it's a connective
Yeah,
thing
it's-
between the two of you.
Died. I'm not entirely sure if I'd. Well,
Okay. Following this incident and this date, whatever, right?
Yeah.
What was it like when you returned home to your mother after? How was she
God.
acting? Was this a long time? Was she like upset? Did she know where you were? What happened?
There's no static with this memory.
Yeah.
You remember finishing the delivery and going home, and nothing was out of the ordinary.
Okay. So it
Yeah,
didn't take
that's not
extra
it,
time. What was the delivery?
Oh, just arms.
No, it was just like food and supplies to an
it's-
outpost.
Alright, never mind.
What outpost?
An outlaw 1-out respite.
Which one?
That one's not staticky. It's one out in the desert, like monitoring like government aircraft.
Wait, did I complete? I didn't complete that delivery.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You remember completing that delivery.
Wait, do I not remember anything that I had seen earlier?
Oh no, you remember what happened, but you remember distinctly after that incident, you were back in a ship.
Wait a
You were
minute.
late. You remember like you were the delivery, like you were late because you got lost, but like you delivered the supply the same day.
I imagine
Using the same
this
ship?
is your mind. I just imagine that in your brainscape, it's just like a blank room with Dyson and Marshall standing there looking at a TV
Talking to
screen,
myself.
talking like at this TV screen mentally, and like having
Hold
a
on.
conversation.
Hold on.
What ship is
Mhm.
it?
That was on the same ship. It couldn't have been.
You remember it distinctly. It was like the same ship, or it was a similar ship. You remember it was
My ship got
practically the
shot.
same.
What ship?
Your ship did get shot.
I just am like shitty.
You
brain.
remember you're like the static comes back, but you remember that Marshall was on like a ship, like a land transport ship, like a hover ship, like taking it out into like the desert where this outpost is. And then you also remember, or you see again staticky, this ship being shot down and crashing.
And then going home on the same ship?
Similar one apparently.
Similar, yeah.
One that you consciously wouldn't have noticed the difference of? But you were shot down first?
Yes.
Wait.
Do I
Okay.
remember what the guys who yoinked me looked like?
They were guard bots.
Did they have any like insignia on them that I remember?
You
Or just
remember the lack of insignia.
Alright, that's upsetting.
Okay, that's it. I'm breaking the connection. We're done.
Ah, you're just getting the good parts. Alright.
Just to say,
I only have a minute
Jay,
of it,
you
so
re-
I can't, you know.
you remember what happened. You remember in full what happened. There's no static for you. There's no
Oh,
static.
Okay, I thought that I
Clear
was
as day.
having a hard time remembering.
No, it's only for someone trying to probe in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, alright. So,
Marshall,
yeah, that happened. Yes, ma'am.
we need to get to an actual medical office.
Probably.
Yes.
I think
And an engineer for that one. Gestures
I
in
think
the
I'm better.
direction Maverick's in.
That's mildly rude.
I'm not a medical officer! And you have schematics like a mechanic.
So just
Wait,
to
hold
clarify,
on.
Jay, you remember everything.
Okay. Hey, love, could you look at my like skull quick? Does it look normal and like fine?
Yeah, Plav looks over your skull. He's fine.
Well, I just said
Fair enough.
fair enough. I don't mean
Was
Plav,
that
like
your
in general, just
impression of
anybody.
Plobs? Sorry. Caught a glimpse of that one. The Plov impression. No, let's hear that again. What does Plov say?
Fine. Nothing wrong with skull.
Nothing wrong with skull.
Okay. I assume at this point we're reaching the
Yeah,
thing.
at this point, you decode the thing. You've had your mind probing. You've done your medical scans. At this point, you're coming up to the mall. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. The maw might be able to help. They are scientific endeavors.
Just like touching my head.
You're touching. I will put a dog cone on you if you pick at it.
I did not put a,
You're touching your head, but specifically just out of instinct, you're touching the section that you remember being burned in your memory.
yeah.
Is there scar tissue?
No, there's no scar tissue at all.
This
All
is
right.
The
not good.
one thing you remember as well is the smell. Just wet, but burnt at the same time.
I'm gonna mentally try and block that out. All
Okay.
right. Let's go turn our job in.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
doing our job in.
So you make your way back, parking in the parking in the bay that you were given, essentially, and waiting there along with a guard is Alpha. Kind of waddles up and says, "Well, congratulations, guys! You did an amazing job. So if you'll just follow me back to my office, I'll take the files off you, and then we can discuss payment."
Mm-hmm. Wait, 1 second. Question that just popped into my head that I would have checked. What was the planet of origin from this medical ship?
Respite.
It was.
Oh,
It's
with
respite.
this ship?
No, the medical ship. What was?
Oh
it?
no,
Oh.
not that ship. I thought you were talking about the ship that Jay was on.
No, I'm talking about the medical ship. Where did it come from?
It came from nothing. The planet's not necessarily important. It's a planet from within the homology of man.
I'm asking for the sake of whatever that thing was reacted with both of them. And where did this parasite thing come from?
Oh well, the planet that they had picked the cargo up from.
Yeah, that's
was
what
a
I'm
planet
asking.
no. Oh yeah, Numera 4.
Numeraphore. Thank you.
Numera 4.
That's what I need to know. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just for back of the mind research stuff later. Cool. Back to discussing pay.
Mm-hmm. 1 minute. I remember the name, that planet's name. Cool. Yeah. So you are brought into Alpha's little office. He gets up in his high chair and he's looking at you. He says, "Okay, so we originally agreed that each member would get 200 credits each for this, journey. I'm like, there was not necessarily an expectation of a risk with this, other than hull damage we were thinking. So I'm willing to put an additional 50 credits each, for what you guys have done. Is that agreeable?"
Would you be willing to provide medical insurance instead?
Would you be able
Kidding.
to tag on medical insurance on top of that?
Well, we already offer a basic medical insurance. If you want in depth, I can give you that instead of the pay bump, and we can have you seen by specialists.
Do you have a medical office on the mall?
Oh, of course we do. We have everything here.
Can we just have 2 patient cases there?
I mean, yeah, we can get you
We don't
booked
need
into a
full
private.
insurance. We just need medical exams. 2 of them.
Oh,
Like
sure. Get you
Yeah.
into our best private clinics, and we can have a diagnosis. Like, what injuries? You all look fine.
The brain.
The brain? Oh, the brain?
Brain activity and actually, memory blocking.
Okay. 1 second. And you see, he's got on a terminal. So,
Yeah, we do have a neuro specialist here, so that could be like looking at the brain. Memory blocking. I don't know. We have some people from the Lazarus Corporation, and they specialize in biological augmentation and diagnostics and things like that.
Excuse me, what?
The Lazarus Corporation. Well, they've opened up like a clinic here a few months back.
She's not here, but I'm gonna look at Rat. Because
That is fucking. She's blue, but she is white right now.
She's pastel.
She's pastel.
Okay. Do you
So I'm gonna
have
book an appointment with either of them.
no, can we get the neurological specialist, and do you have anyone who specializes in cybernetics that's not from the Lazarus?
Oh, cybernetics. Yeah. We've got a few. We have a bunch from the Elven corporations. We have some from like a local like mall specialist. What necessarily are you looking for? Because like we have one that specializes in like weapons, and then other ones are like for just like daily life.
the daily life.
Daily life.
Okay, so and do you want to Elven corporations or local?
Local.
Cool. Okay. Then we have Mitz Fix It.
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of the store. Well, so it's Mitz who owns it, and it's Mitz Fix It's store. So
All right.
I can give you the address if you'd like. I'll let them know you're coming, and we'll post for the for the for everything pretty much.
They're just on the mob, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking. Okie dokie. Yeah, that sounds better.
Okay. Book these appointments. Do you have a particular time you like to go in?
As soon as possible.
Yeah, next available.
Yeah, sure. I'll just make some calls.
Wait,
Can
I?
Yeah.
Did we inform them of Dice's rank before? I don't remember if that happened. I don't think it did. I think we were just like, oh yeah, you're mercenaries. Okay, continue on.
You mean right with the Larksay?
No, not with the Larksay. With scientifically.
Oh no, you've not.
May I have access to your research centers?
Hmm.
I should have all clearance. I am a project. I'm the head of a project specifically dedicated to mob information. Can I have access to your research centers?
Oh sure. I'll just need where exactly did you get this this project heading? Like where are you from?
From what is it? Scarlet Heaven. That's what. Haven't looked at that
Crimson
in a
Heaven.
while. Huh?
Crimson Heaven.
Crimson Heaven. That was it. Yes, I am head scientist on Project Orpheus, granted by Crimson Heaven's board.
Yeah, let me have a quick check.
Don't look into it. Don't look into it. Please.
Huh? I was researching the Mars. That's nice.
Yes.
Oh, you think they're making sounds? I mean, I've lived my whole life and I've not heard anything. But who am I to argue? Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of denied requests for grants.
So, can I get access to your research?
Oh yeah, sure. Here, yeah. Oh wow. I didn't even realize you could make that many claims. Oh, you're the head and only member. Okay.
Okay, we don't need to be insulting my life's project right now.
I didn't mean to insult. I was just sorry. Here. So
Do
just
I get like an access
hands
key
you.
or something?
Yeah, hands you like a physical key card. Yeah, just go to any terminal on the mall. Preferably we have like an actual research center. And you should be able to access all the files that you are allowed to access.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Dice is just. She's not had to talk science with hasn't gotten to disappoint someone with her project in a while. This is not.
Sorry, I didn't mean to insult your scientific. I
No,
don't have.
it's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
It's
That's me. So here, appointments for brain scientists.
Mm.
Yeah, our neuroscientist. Yeah, he can see you whenever. She's not really that busy. And Mitz Fix It. You can. I can schedule an appointment like for right now if you'd like, and then you should be able to head around there now.
That would be great.
Cool. All right, I'll set those up. Cool. So you're free to go down there whenever you like.
Cool. Wait, aren't moths like also giant like shopping heads? Like that's what they are.
Oh, they're a neutral point for trade and blending of like all cultures and societies, and then so people then see it as a great opportunity to open stores and businesses here.
Mm-hmm.
There's every conceivable commodity and business here.
Want to go see a movie after we all get all our appointments done?
Sure.
What kind of movies are there?
I don't know. What movies are?
Okay, we have Terran Wars 4.
I haven't seen the first one.
They
You haven't seen
have
the first
the
one? Oh.
Mystery Romance of John Larter.
Mm-hmm.
There is a documentary on the lives of the Ambioids. I'd recommend. And there is Zombie Alien Horde 2.
Maybe we avoid that one for now.
No zombie alien hordes. Oh, but the first one was so good.
I never saw the first
You're
one.
actually playing both in conjunction. Like if you buy a ticket for Zombie Horde 1, you can actually go in earlier and you can see the first one and then the second one.
Sounds like a marathon.
Kind of, yeah, but there's only 2 of them, so it's not really like a marathon. It's like,
Well,
it's like 2
you
cities.
did. Okay, alright.
All right. And we can decide on that later. We'll probably let's reconvene for dinner. What restaurants we got on board? Do you have like a brochure? Do we?
You know what? That's what Rat and Plov can be going to. Like, go look for dinner.
Yeah, do we have a brochure though? I want a brochure. It's just so we can have a spot.
Guy
to meet
has
up
muted
after.
himself.
Oh no. I want a brochure though. Oh, there it is. Fucking hell. Sorry, I'm playing Breath of the Wild. This shrine beeper has been going off for so long.
My mother just came in to say hi. What's up?
Aw, say hi to your mother for me.
1 minute. Hey, Mom! Millie says hi! She says hi.
Very sweet. Okay, is there a brochure with the restaurants on board? So we know where to meet up later?
I have this. And then he pulls up from one of these, just like a pamphlet.
Perfect.
Like a but I before recently I was actually like I was head of tourism here, and then I got bumped up to like head of like affairs here. So I still have all our pamphlets. I made this one, and he hands you like best eating spots at mall.
All right, you have to make up a bunch of cuisines now. Go.
So there's classical Terran.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Scutari buffet.
Aw.
There is ambioid stew.
Oh.
And then I should mention that when it's like ambioid stew is not made of ambioids, is made necessarily for ambioids.
Yeah.
There's a new one. We've recently received some. We've opened a new cheese tasting at a winery from the Riviera, and like very exclusive. They're not like opened up shop.
No,
in, like,
no
in
Riviera wine. No Riviera wine.
No, it's like they just started operation again, and like it's like we got some really nice wine.
We're good.
Okay. Oh, I recommend this one. Orc Bistro.
Orc
There's just an orc came here one day, and it was just saying, "I want to cook," and then he just opened a shop, and he just makes the most insane food.
I do enjoy imagining that he literally deepened his voice by like.
No,
that-
ambioids can change their shape at will to look like other creatures. He
change
100% just changed into an orc.
He just like changed his head. Not like the rest of his body was like a normal small ambioid, and just changed his head to an oversized orc head.
He
And
can
literally in an orc
talk
voice is-
normally. He just doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, he just doesn't. That's his ambioid voice. It's easier on his voice.
That's so funny.
It's like and he just came in. He just took over like one of the abandoned stalls, opened up a place, and people would just like went in to like see what an orc was cooking, and like, he actually made really good food. And then like in a week, he did like paid off like the place, and then he's just been like making really good food ever since. But anyone that says otherwise, like he challenges them to fight, to a fist fight, and if they win, you get to eat their free.
Orc Bistro?
Orc bistro, yeah.
No, looking at our group, Orc Bistro. Any no's?
I'm afraid if we
Maybe
go
not.
there, Plav's gonna challenge him to.
Probably. Let's go. Okay, can
I
we get a reservation for Orc Bistro?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, the orc there who works is a friend of mine.
Cool.
Yeah,
Reservations
it's just
for
name-
Orc
his name's
Bistro then.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
meet up
cool.
tonight.
Yeah, when do you want it? Like 8 o'clock? I'll get it for 8 o'clock.
Okay. 8 o'clock Orc Bistro. That's where we'll all meet up. And I guess next session we'll get to just have fun time on Maw.
Yeah, fun time on. Well, maybe fun time depending on stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think that's a perfect place to end it.
Mm-hmm.
So, did everyone like what happened? Everyone enjoyed today's session?
Yeah, very good.
Super
It's been like
fun.
months since I played D&D now.